A very good morning to one and all. Today, I am going to discuss about what are solutions. Solutions are homogeneous mixture of two or more components. If there are only two components in a solution, it is known as a binary solution. The component that is present in small quantity in a solution is known as a solute. And the component that is present in large quantity is known as a solvent. Together, it forms what is called a solution. There are three main types of solutions. They are called gaseous solutions, liquid solutions, and solid solutions. Now, what do you understand by gaseous solutions? The solute can be either in the solid form, liquid form, or gaseous form. Similarly, the solvent can be in the solid form, liquid form, or gas form. Those in which the solid is dissolved in a gas, liquid is dissolved in a gas, or gas dissolved in a gas, these come under the category called gaseous solutions. Coming to liquid solutions. Liquid solutions are those in which the solvent will be always a liquid. It can be solid dissolved in a liquid, liquid dissolved in a liquid, or gas dissolved in a liquid. That gives in the second type, which is called liquid solutions. Coming to the third type, that is the solid solutions. The solid can be dissolved in solid, liquid can be dissolved in solid, or gas can be dissolved in solid. That results in the next type of solution, which is known as solid solutions. So we have three main categories: solid solution, liquid solution, and gaseous solutions. The common example that we see here is solid dissolved in liquid. So we are restricting our study to only binary solutions. Here you find that the physical state of the final solution will always be the physical state of the solvent. Now we shall see some examples for each type. For example, gas dissolved in gas. The gaseous solution is mixture of oxygen and nitrogen. Now, liquid dissolved in gas, chloroform and nitrogen. Then, solid is dissolved in gas. It can be camphor in nitrogen. We shall see the examples for liquid solutions. When gas is dissolved in a liquid, the example can be oxygen in water, liquid in liquid, ethanol in water, and solid in liquid, glucose in water. Coming to the next type, that is the solid solutions. Gas dissolved in solid. Example is solution of hydrogen in palladium, liquid dissolved in solid, amalgam of mercury with sodium, and solid in solid. The example is alloys. So, these are the main types of binary solutions. But we will be restricting our study to the main type binary solutions. The common example being solid dissolved in liquid. Here, if you are taking a sugar solution or salt solution, which will become the solute and which is the solvent? Evidently, sugar or salt becomes the solute and water becomes the solvent. So, if water is the solvent, we call it as aqueous solutions. And a solution in which other liquids other than water becomes the non-aqueous solutions. So how do you define non-aqueous solutions? Non-aqueous solutions are those in which the solvent is liquid other than water. It can be carbon tetrachloride, kerosene, benzene, ammonia, etc. Here I have taken 2 tumblers of water and a little bit of sugar. Now, how to prepare a sugar solution? Here, sugar is added in small quantity to a tumbler of water. So, the substance that is present in small quantity is called the solute. Sugar forms the solute here and water becomes the solvent. If 1 crystal of sugar is added to water, you find that it will change the behavior of water. You find that on stirring it well, you find that the sugar completely dissolves in water. Sugar is a soluble substance. What you get is a dilute solution. Suppose we increase the amount of sugar particles in that same amount of water. Find that 1 scoop of sugar will make it more concentrated. The solution becomes more and more concentrated. So then we get what is called a concentrated solution. When we add 2 to 3 scoops of sugar in the same amount of water, you find that even if you stir it well, it remains undissolved. This occurs because the solute particles have already occupied the interstitial spaces and the solution is now saturated. So what do you understand by saturated solution? A solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature. Can you find any change in both the solutions? Unless you taste it, will you be able to find out which is the sugar solution? No. So you find that after adding sugar, the solution remains in the same physical state as that of the solvent. On adding more and more solute into the same, you find that a stage is reached when no more solute can be dissolved, and that becomes the saturated solution. In order to dissolve more amount of solute in the same solution, you have to heat the solution and the solution then becomes super saturated. Now we have the concentrated solution Again, on addition of more and more solute into the same, even if after stirring it well, you find some grains of sugar remain undissolved. That means it has reached the saturation point. To get it dissolved more, you have to heat the solution. Have the different types of solutions based on the concentration. So, a dilute solution is the one in which the concentration is very little. So, dilute solution is first formed, followed by concentrated solution, which contains appreciable amount of the solute dissolved in it, and then comes the saturated solution. Saturated solutions are those in which maximum amount of solute is dissolved at a particular temperature, and then we have what is called super saturated solution. This solution is got once the saturation has attained at a particular temperature and we force more amount of solute to dissolve in it by raising the temperature of the solution. And now it's time to discuss what is solubility. Solubility is amount of solute that is dissolved at 100 grams of the solvent at a particular temperature.